I think so now you can see in this screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there are different methods like marker, markerless, and projection based and superimposition. Marker is based on tracking and 3D and tracking an image and placing a 3D object over it. Okay, and markerless is a different like tracking our environment and placing randomly placing an object. It will not place like if you just open the application that the 3D object will appear. It will not will be connected with the objects in the environment. Okay, that is a markerless and the projection based like projection and different objects in the environment and the superimposition is the placing some objects in the floors or in the ceilings. We can attach that object and see those the big example for the superimposition is the Amazon Flipkart view in your room applications, right? And this is example images for showing that the objects can be placed in our real-time environment by tracking those images. And majorly it is used for the business cards. Like we are giving our business card to our client, and they can scan it and download our application and view and video about us or a 3D model of us in the business cards. There is a major application used as the marker-based AR. And the markerless is just scanning our environment and placing the 3D objects. And digital it is like a furniture apps also. And projection based also various surface it will project and 3D laser light in our just you can see the virtual keyboard. It is just you can see the module here, and the keyboard will be displayed here, and it will track our fingers position where we are placing that, and it will type that letters in our system. That's how the projection based ERs will work. Okay, and superimpositions are you can see this building has been completely demolished, but they can visualize how the building will be visible before the demolition, how the building will be visualized using that AR applications. For developing an AR application in real life, first we need to choose about the objectives and the scenarios, how the application is going to be work in our environment. And the target platforms are the AR frameworks. Like you see, the starting we have seen about the uh, AR platforms. Like for the Android, it is a Google AR Core, and for the iOS, it is a AR Kit. If you are choosing at Android websites, we need to use the AR Core, and for the iOS, it is the AR Kit. And we need to gather some audio files and models and textures and animations for doing that applications. And implementing the key features, you can see plain detections is like the markerless. We are tracking our environment and placing that object, and object tracking is marker based. Like we are tracking and just the definite image and placing an object over that. And the retail labs like healthcare and another also use the superimposition. You can see we can completely reconstruct the building like that. They can completely reconstruct a human model, and visualize how the organs will be present for a certain persons. Now this I will show you how we can do that AR application in the simplest way. This is just a 3D empty project. Okay. For converting this just a empty project to an AR project, first we need to download the packages required. In the package manager, if I go to the Unity registry, you can find an option called the AR as a feature. In this package, it will be include on the AR foundation, which we have ordered to, and the AR Apple AR kit for the iOS mobiles, and the Google AR for the Android mobiles. This is a separate package. These are the packages developed by the companies, and this Magic Clips is another package developed outside the companies. That is a third package packages. Like that, also we are having the OpenXR plugin for the AR. First, we need to add these features. It will download those AR foundations and Apple AR Kit and the Google AR Core in our package. So we can develop the application using those packages. So I now installed the new package. So it is asking to completely close and open this project again for making the changes in my project. Okay. Closing and opening project will take a time consumption also. Yeah. Now you can see I have added that AR feature as a package in my project. Okay. Now I can easily develop an AR application. See, in the XR plugin management, I need to select which package I am going to use for developing the AR applications. Okay. Before selecting in this, I need to first switch the platform. In the build settings, I can select in for which platform I am going to build the applications. By default, it will be in the Windows. I need to change it into the Android because we are doing this AR application for the Android mobiles. Now the platform has been chosen and I need to add open scenes for making this scene to be applied in our applications. So by clicking on the add open scene, it will add the open scene in my current project. Okay. Now in the project settings, if I select the XR package management in the Android, I need to select which package I am going to use for making this application. So I'm going to build for the Android. So I'm selecting the Google AR Core here. After adding this package, first you can see this is an empty scene which will be opened by default if you are opening a new project. Okay. In this, the main camera is just a normal camera which cannot be used for the AR applications. So I am removing this main camera and I need to add that AR camera. In the plus icon, in the XR you can see I have an option called XR Origin Mobile AR. It will come with the cameras for us and we can directly work with it also. The XR Origin represents the player's position and under that we have the camera which we are going to use for the AR applications. Here you can see it is using the packages for the converting this normal camera into an AR camera like AR camera manager and the AR camera background. This tracked post divider is for tracking our mobile's position and making that object to be appear according to it. And in the AR camera also if you can see whether we need to the camera need to be focused by default or we need to manual focus and the light estimation whether we need to estimate the light in the environment. For that we can select these options and the facing direction. While running this application, which camera need to be activated? Like the rear camera means we need to select the world, or the selfie camera means we need to select the user. For the marker based application, I am going with the world option. After adding this camera, we need to check on the uh, background rendering. So again, I'm going to the project settings for selecting this packages which will render this background for me. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir. I can.
Your voice is some blinking.
Can you hear me, sir? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Now it's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
If you are using an universal render pipeline, in the quality you can find the render pipeline asset here, and there we need to add that another feature called AR background camera renderer for making the real-time environment to be visible for the user while using our applications. But now I have created this project in the 3D built-in render pipeline, so you can see the render pipeline asset is none for me because it has only single graphic settings in the built-in pipeline. Okay, so there is no different render pipeline present for me. And for the marker based application, first I need to choose which image is going to be considered as my target. Okay, for that, first I need to create a reference library for holding those images. So in the asset folder, I'm right clicking and going to the create the XR. In the XR option, you can find the reference image library for holding the images which will be we are going to use as a target. And we can add those images which image we are going to be considered as a target. We can add it here. For adding the images in the library, first I need to import into my project. So I need to click on the import new asset for importing that images. And just randomly selecting this QR as my reference image. I can choose either a QR or a different image also, that is up to our wish. We can choose any image as a target. For just now case, I am choosing this QR as a target. I need to import it, and in the reference image library, you can find the select a texture 2D option here, and I need to select which image I am going to use as a reference. I am selecting this QR here. It will automatically assign the name of the file as the name here, and we need to specify the size. Like in the real time, if I am showing this image, what will be size of the image? If I can consider, if I take this image as a printout in the A4 sheet, it will cover the entire paper. So the size of the image will be equal to the A4 sheet size. So like that, I need to enter the physical size. How the image size will be present for me in the real environment. According to that image only, our 3D object size will vary. I am now just entering it as zero point 0.5 meters. The values I entered in here is a zero point 0.5 meters. So it will consider the size of this size width and height of this image as a zero point 0.5 0.5, or I can enter the value as a zero point 0.3 also. 0.3 will be a 1 feet, so it will consider the 1 feet as a which images width and height in the real time. So now we have created the reference library, and I need to add an code file in the XOR origin for tracking this image and placing that 3D object in our environment. For first most, I need a 3D object to place over them. So I am going to add a different package like any 3D models already present in my assets. As you know, you can directly add the assets from the asset store here. I have an asset in my linked with my account as a Coca-Cola can, I can import this model and use it as an image reference for me. You can see now I have a prefab called Coca-Cola model here. If I double click it, it will zoom in. Now you can see this is the 3D model which I am going to use for my application. Now for tracking an image, we already have a predefined package called tracked image manager. In this package, we can find the AR tracked image manager, which will be created and added in our project. While downloading that AR packages, we can use this to track an image and place an 3D object over it. So after adding this script in our XOR origin, you can see it is asking an reference of the serialized library which we have created now. This is the image reference library which I have created. I need to give this reference here and number of maximum moving objects, like how many images I am going to show for this application and how many objects need to be placed. So I'm just entering the value as one here now. And for the tracked image prefab, I need to give the prefab which I need to be placed over that image. Here I'm giving this Coca-Cola can images here. Okay, you can see this model is to be little small. For checking that actual size of the model, I'm just adding in cube here. This cube size will be, you can see in the scale, it is a 111 in the all axis. Like that, it is a 1 meter in the all the axes. So when comparing with this cube, it is too small. For finding its actual size, I am reducing it to 0.1. You can see the Coca-Cola size in this model is a 0.1 meter. So if my image which I am showing is exactly 0.3 meters, it will place the carrot this model size in the zero point 0.1 meters. That will be, it will be related in this format only. Now we have just added the AR tracked image manager for getting that a reference image and which object I am going to place over it. And I have converted the normal camera into the AR camera using that package which I have downloaded, the AR camera manager and the camera background for showing that real environment in my screen and a tracked pose for tracking that camera's position in this world. It will place this object according to the position only. Now after adding this, I can take and build and check how the marker based application is working for me. Before taking that Android application build, I need to make sure the apps settings is set perfectly. So the project settings, if you select the player, in the other settings you can see this option like rendering spaces. Here you can see the auto graphics API is enabled for me. I need to disable it and remove the Vulkan graphics here. Why I'm removing the Vulkan graphics means Vulkan is graphics is developed by the NVIDIA, which is for the systems. It will not work perfectly in our Android mobile. So we are removing that graphics. And after removing that graphic settings also, we need to check others like this is a package name. Over a default package name is we need to be disabled by default. Okay. While creating an application, the package name need to be first com and after that company name, which is the company name which I have entered here. It is default company and the product name will be the AR project CVR. This is our application name. We can change our application's name here. That will be reflected in this package name. Package name need to be first the com and the company name. After that, the product name need to be present. And if we are having the different versions for our application, we can change this version value before taking the build and the minimum API level. For the AR applications, the minimum API level need to be the Android 10. The Android mobiles running over the Android 10 will only support the AR applications, others will not support. And the scripting backend. There is a two type of compilations of our code files while building that application like a mono and IL2 CPP. For the mobile phones, we need to use the IL2 CPP as the package scripting backend for compiling those scripts. And the foremost change we need to do is we need to disable the ARM7 and select the ARM64. ARM7 is a systems processor architecture and ARM64 is a mobile phone processor architecture. So we need to select the ARM64 here. And if your application needs the internet access, we can change this options here, whether it is a automatic or we need to make it as a mandatory for getting the internet access. And if we need to add an icon for our application, we can give the image as an icon here in this default icon for giving that icon for our applications. And in the resolution presentation, you can see whether our application need to be run in the full screen window or not. We can select that options and how the orientation need to be. If the player rotates the mobile, our application need to be rotated or it need to be the standstill. We can select in which axis on we can able to rotate our mobile. So I am selecting the portrait alone here. So whether the player rotates their phone, it will be continuously run in the portrait mode also. It will not change this mode. And you can see the Google AR call, what are the settings we are having, like what are the requirements we would have, and the what is the depth requirement. Like we need to capture the depth of the objects in the real-time environment or not. It need to be it by default it will be set as required, so we need not to worry about that. Now we can take that application build. We can see we are having a two options called build and build and run. If we have connected our Android mobile with our system and the USB debugging is enabled, we can go with the build and run. Otherwise, we can go with the build for just taking that APK file as an output, and we can directly transfer that APK file into our mobile and run it and see. Now I'm just going to connect my Android mobile here. Now I have connected my Android mobile with my laptop. So if I click on the refresh button here, this options will be reloaded and you can see my mobile is showing in this list. So I can select my mobile and directly click on build and run for installing that application in my mobile. While taking the build, it will ask where to save this application file. So I'm giving a name as AR alone. We can directly click on the yes options because there is a two different types of input handling systems in Unity, which is the older one and another one is a new. The name this AR package will use the newer input system, and this project by default it will be created with the old input system. So the both will be enabled. So it is asking that the both is enabled if you want to continue with it or not. I'm clicking yes to continue with it. The application build in Unity will take time. Okay, for the first time it will take, and the next you are doing some small changes that again doing that application build means it will completed in the faster way because it will show the catchy files for build. So it will the second build and the next one will be completed very soon. The application has been now installed in my mobile. So if I open my mobile in that application, And if I try to scan that QR, the object is placing for me now. I'll explain the process how the AR application that we can build. Okay. Now, first after opening this project, we need to go to the window at package manager and the Unity registry. In the top, we can see the packages Unity registry that we can download the AR package feature in which the packages for the Android mobile and the iOS mobile and the base package of the AR foundation will be included. So it will be added to our project and our project will be converted to the AR project. Okay. After adding those packages, instead of the main camera, we can delete it and add the XR object for the AR camera here. So the AR camera will be added here. If you open that, expand that XR region, you can find the main camera with the AR camera manager and the AR camera background and the tracked push driver for tracking our mobile's position and placing those objects according to it. Okay. After that, for adding that, making this application for the marker based AR, we need to add the script called AR tracked manager for getting that reference images and the tracked image for the prefab references also. Okay. For that, giving that image reference, we need to create a library called reference image library where we can create in the assets folder, like right click it on it and create in the XR. You can find the reference image library. We need to create this library, and in this library, we can add that image reference and the size, physical size in the meters in the values here. Okay. It will consider this as a original size and change the size of the 3D object which is going to be placed over that according to the image size which we are showing to our camera. Okay. For the tracked image prefab, either I can give the primitive objects like cube, capsule, sphere, which is already present here. For the 3D objects, I can import it from the asset store, which I have already added to my account. So in the package manager, I am directly adding those resources here. I am selecting the Coca-Cola can and I downloaded, imported it into my project. And here you can see I have the prefab of the scan and I am giving this reference in this script. After that, we need to convert this project into our Android project. So we are switching the platform to the Android and we need to do some changes in the project settings for making this to work on the Android mobile without any issues. So first in the XR plugin management in Android, we need to select which package we are going to use primarily. For that, I have selected the Google AR Core and in the player, I need to do some changes in the other settings to make this application work in my mobile. Okay, first I need to remove the Vulkan graphics by disabling the auto graphics API. You can see what are the graphics API that we can add it to our application. In this list, I need to remove the Vulkan graphics. After that, I need to make sure the package name and the product company names are the same in this. And I need to select the minimum API level as the Android 10 for the AR applications. Okay. And the scripting background need to be selected as IL2 CPP for the mobile phones. And we need to select the target architecture in which architecture this application is going to be run. ARM7 V7 is for the system architecture like Intel processors and AMD processor will be come under the ARM7 architecture. ARM64 architecture is for the mobile. The Snapdragon and MediaTek processors are come under the ARM64 architecture. So we need to select that one. After that, we can either select the any options like VL internet access or our wish. You can see while building that application, it has shown the warning for the input handling. We are selected the both. This is the option which has caused that issue. Here you can see the old and the new package here. AR now the AR package will use the new package, but the project by default will be created with this old package. So we need to select both for having those functionalities. Okay. While downloading this package itself, it will be converted this option into the both by default. So we need to worry about these options. We can make sure that it is already in the both option. Okay. For making an icon for our application, we can add the icons here. The default icon, it will be shown as our app icon. And making our application to be standstill like in the portrait mode alone, we can enable the portrait alone here and disable all the other options. So it will the application will be not rotated when the mobile phone is rotated in the landscape or in the portrait modes. It will not rotate if we select only the portrait options here. So after this, we can directly build our application. If we did enable the USB debugging in our mobile and connected it to our system, we can directly find our mobile as an option here. We can directly select it and click on build and run to make it as an application, and direct it will be directly installed into our Android mobile. I think so. Up to this point, everyone can understand. If you have any doubts on the AR, you can ask me now. This is an example for the marker based AR applications. If you have any doubts, you can ask me now. Hello, can you hear me? You can see the framework and libraries which is already present for making the AR applications. Okay. Now we have seen about this AR core, how we can make an marker based application using this AR core. I don't have an iOS device with me, so I have not demonstrated with this AR kit now. Okay. These are the other third parties library which is support for the AR application, the 8th wall and the Vuforia. These are the third parties will support both Android and the iOS. This AR core will work only on the Android device, but this AR kit only work on the iOS device also. Okay. These two are for the common for the both Android and the iOS devices. These are the different frameworks we are having for the AR applications. And this is the different AR techniques for making that application like a marker based, which I have shown as an project now, and the markerless for detecting that floor and placing some objects, and projection based, the objects will be projected to our environment. It will track our hand position will work. Okay, and the superposition for tracking an object and placing an a 3D object over that. Marker based will work on the image targets, but the superimposition will work on the 3D actual object present in our environment also. These are the visual examples which I have for the marker based and the markerless. And the best example for the markerless for is Amazon and Flipkart, in which we have the view in your room on option to place our appliances or the furniture which we are going to buy. And in the projection base, we might have seen about this in the very less. It will directly project that objects, and it will track our inputs. So it will work perfectly. Like if it is a projecting and keyboard, it will track our fingers to type that words in our screen. It will also have an inbuilt camera to track our fingers. So using that cameras only, it will track our finger movements. And you can see the superimpositions example is the tracking an object in a real time and placing an 3D object over it. Okay, this is a distracted 3D object, real time object, and it is placing an 3D object over that. These are the examples for the real world AR applications like retail virtual try-ons, which are the Amazon and Flipkart, how they are working, and healthcare human autonomy. Like medical training, we can scan our hand and tell how the blood flow will be inside our hand, and where are the veins and the bones will be present. For that also AR applications is used, like tracking our hand and placing and 3D dimensional video over it, or and interior decorations. Also the Amazon and Flipkart, which we can tell. If you have any doubts on this, you can ask me. Am I audible, Olive? If you have any doubts, you can ask me now.
You are audible, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, Krishnaswamy. I mean, I'm having the doubt related to the while you're playing that particular image, it is not working on the game window, right? So you have to build the APK file. Can you work on the game window as well?
No, for this AR application, using this AR foundation, we need to take the application build each time to test our application. In the game window, it will not work.
Yeah, but there is having like a if you go to the window, once go to the window in that there is having like XR, right?
I can't
Window
understand.
in window in services software there is having like a window, right? So if you go to the
Yeah,
XR,
yes.
yeah, go to the AR XR environment.
Yeah, this is the test environment which we can use. It is not a real environment. Okay.
Yeah, okay, okay.
For AR application, we need to test in our real-time environment whether it is scanning some images or not.
For cube as well, you can see that how we can work and all right.
Cube actually, yeah, like how you are asking means I can't understand.
Like, I mean, in AR, we can see that real-time scenario and all with the help of XR environment and all.
Yeah, we can real time see the some cubes in our applications or the different 3D models also.
Yeah, but in real time, you are unable to experience that cube and all right.
Yeah, in the air it's a, like a visual experience, not a touch experience we can observe in it. It is like a visual. We can see through our camera. 3D object will be placed and we can see it also.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I mean, can you tell me the filter concept?
Filter concept. Yeah, I can also proceed with that also. I'm just creating a new scene here.
I mean, the APK file got built, right? So can you show me the live demo?
Yeah, I have tried. Like the screen is not sharing for me.
Yeah, okay. Better you can work with the View for AI, right? Instead of the AR foundation, one should, can go with the View for AI engine as well, right?
Yeah, in the AR foundations we have, as you told, you have the limitations we cannot view in the game window. But in the view for AR, we can also view it in our game window itself. It will access our system camera to track the objects and images.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
We have any other questions like?
Yeah, regarding the projection of AR, so what are the packages we are using in that?
Uh, for the projection of here, that we cannot build a like an applications here. It is like a separate product. That is a different technique we are using. So the possible, wait a minute, yeah. For this projection, we cannot make an application. It is like a product. It will emit the laser light in our environment. You can see this keyboards in the using the lasers. Okay, it is a laser light, and it will has a camera inbuilt in it and tracking our finger movements to get an input. These superimpositions and the markerless and marker we can develop as an Android applications and run those, but the projection based or based on the some products only. It is not just like an applications. I hope you can understand it.
Yeah, yeah, fine, fine.
Okay. For the face filter, you have asked right. Like same. we need to add the AR camera here first. And instead of the AR tracked image, we need to add the face manager package here, AR face manager, and we need to create an filter which we are going to place upon our face. For creating those filter, in the place icon, in the XR you can see we are having the default face. This is the default filter which will come along with this package. So we can add this default face and we can directly convert it into an as prefab, so we can give it references in this code. I am just added this default face. If you open this prefab, you cannot see that face filter here. It is like on a default one which will apply a green color mask upon your face. Here, this face prefab, I am going to use this default face prefab. Okay. So, and for this face filter app, I need to change this camera position to the user. We can see the facing direction in the main camera will be world, which will access the rear camera. For accessing the selfie camera, we need to change it to user. So now it will access our selfie camera, and once it will track our face, it will directly place this AR default face package like the default filter which will come with a green color mask in our face. You can ask me how it will place just the green color mask. Here you can see it has an script called AR face for tracking our face, and the AR face mesh visualizer. It will draw and mesh over our face for after tracking it, and the color will be like in this green. This is the default inbuilt filter which is already present. We can use to track our face whether it is tracking or not. Any other questions you can ask?
No, no.
Okay.
Sir, you are not audible, sir.
Currently, I have not spoken anything. Waiting for the questions from your side.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah. Do you have any questions you can ask me now? Just I have now showed for the face filter also, and for the marker we can just it is also simple to make a marker application. Just I created a new scene and same setuping the camera to a AR camera here. After setting in the camera, I just how I created that object for the face filter. I can create an AR default plane which will track our floor and draw and mesh over it. Okay, and converting it to a prefab and deleted in the hierarchy. Once it track our plane, it will draw and green color lines over that. And how I added the AR face manager for the plane, I am having the plane manager here. AR plane manager, I can add this. And for the prefab reference, I can give the AR default plane reference. Here you can see the detection mode, whether it need to be detect only the horizontal or in the vertical axis also. Everything is selected means it will detect in the both horizontal and the vertical axis. Again, this is will just draw the detected place. It will not place an object. It will just draw the detected place where all the floor is detected and the ceilings or wall will be detected. It will just draw on over it, and the green color material also will be applied in it. Yeah. By using this, we can make a simple application like the markerless or the face filter in the Unity, and we can, if we need extra, we can add the some 3D objects over it also. Instead of this AI default plane, if we just add that any 3D model, it will place the 3D model wherever the floor is tracked. The AI default plane will be just drawn where the floor is or the walls will be tracked. Instead of this, if we add any 3D models, it will place those 3D model in all the places where the environment has been tracked. Do you have any other questions? Like, I hope everyone has understand about it. Anyone has any questions, you can ask me now. Yeah. I hope everyone has understand about the concept which I've told, like what are the techniques in the AR and how we can make those applications in Unity just using the AR foundation package alone. Do anyone have any doubts regarding these concepts? I think so. If you have no doubts, means like we can wind up the sessions. If anyone have any doubts or otherwise we can wind up. I think so.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you, ma'am.
Any problem?
No, ma'am. The concept has been done. If any doubts, we can ask me, or we can. I think so. Wind up or
Sir,
yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
sir, you are done with the session?
Yes, ma'am. I am done with the sessions.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, then participants, if you still have any questions or queries, you can get them clarified.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Okay. Okay. Then we'll start the valedictory session now. 1 second. Dear participants, feedback link will be posted in the group. Will be posted in the chat box. One second, sir. We are just posting the feedback link. No participants can fill the feedback link.
Okay. Ma'am.
Mm. Participants, feedback link I had posted in the chat box. You can fill it. Good evening to all. Good evening to all. I am P. Kavita, Associate Professor from Department of ECE and coordinator of this 6-day online faculty development program on augmented reality and virtual reality principles and practical implementation. As we reach to the end of this faculty development program, and before I share some concluding remarks, I would like to invite some participants to share their valuable experience about this program. Participants can unmute themselves. Dear participants, is there any participant who is interested in giving some feedback so that we can improve in conducting the next upcoming feedbacks, upcoming faculty development programs? Your feedback will help us to improve a lot. Attendance link I had already posted. Okay, faculty members are not willing to express their experience. I would like to share a few concluding remarks about this
Hello, ma'am.
faculty development program. Someone is talking?
Yes,
Your
ma'am.
voice is not audible.
Is it clear now, ma'am?
Hello?
Hello, is it clear, ma'am?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, please.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. So I'm Padmini from Anurag University, Hyderabad, ma'am. I'm
Okay.
working as assistant professor in AI department.
Okay.
So just I want to give a small feedback on whatever I have learned in this.
Yeah, please.
So basically, we are from AI. Actually, I'm not from EC department. So even though it is very useful for us, so because in our department, we are trying to work with the students in intra-department projects. So in that way, we can guide our students. So indirectly, this augmented reality and virtual reality is indirectly connected to AI only. So in that way, and what I liked here is all 6 days session. Mostly all the sessions are hands-on experience, hands-on sessions.
Hands-on
So
exposure.
so we got to know some of the tools which we don't know till now, especially the first 2 day session. So sir has given a wonderful experience on how we can create a game, small games like that. So that was very good. And not only that, remaining all sessions also very good one. So I hope we all enjoyed that. We are working along with this. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for your positive feedback.
Thank you.
Any other participant?
We have to give feedback, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So first of all, I saluting all the team. I am working. First of all, my name is Jyoti Prahlad Patil. I am working as a selection grade professor in Government Polytechnics, Kolhapur.
Okay.
And ma'am, I'm having experience of 34 years. Whenever I heard about your FDP, I wish to do it. First of all, that I saluting to your all the team that your team has taken really great efforts,
Thank
and
you,
the
ma'am.
representation, ma'am, and the representation of the information is very awesome. And one thing is more important, that your your timings are very suitable for us, ma'am. It is after after doing all the work, we can concentrate on
Correct,
very.
ma'am.
It was just more than ma'am information. It is just like a picnic for me, ma'am.
Oh, okay,
Thank
okay,
you,
okay.
thank
That's
you.
wonderful, ma'am. Thank you, thank you. Mm,
I enjoy your FDP, ma'am.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. After working all day throughout the day, people will feel very tired. I thought this will not be able to work properly. But
Yes, yes, ma'am.
yeah, yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
ये कोर्स पे गाड़ी रखना है आपको करंट क्या करते हैं
Yeah, somebody.
ये ऐसी गाड़ी चलाता नहीं क्या तू
नहीं स्कूटी है तो
स्कूटी
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else is willing to give feedback? Please conduct FDP on navigation related. We'll try, sir. Gandhi, sir, we'll try. Still, if any participant is willing to give feedback, we'll wait. Okay, then now I'd like to share few concluding remarks about this.
Madam, one small point actually.
Yeah, please.
One actually that some more practical oriented interactions are required, madam. There's
Okay.
and based on pointing to the virtual reality especially.
Okay. We'll
Yeah,
try. Mm.
yeah.
We
For the
should
next
again
coming
take
session.
the we should again take the help from again VR Technologies. Sir, Ramswamy, Swami sir should be able to say this. We'll try to coordinate, sir. Sri Krishna Swami,
yes ma'am yeah I
sir.
understood that point I will try to communicate with my team and increase in the
Okay. Can we get material? Yeah, we'll try to collect the FDP slides from the speakers and we will try to share with their valuable permission. Sir, if you say okay, then only we'll share with the participants. Otherwise, Krishna sir.
yeah ma'am just I will try to share this PPT which I showed today also.
Okay, sir. We'll definitely share once we receive all the slides.
Madam, good evening, madam. Jyoti, madam.
Good evening, sir.
How are you, madam?
Fine, sir. Thank you.
I am your old colleagues. That's why I am directly. How are you, madam? I am asking.
Shankar, sir.
Yes, madam. Madam, yesterday speaker, I have asked one doubt regarding here. We are if recognizes any heart related blockages are, but that speaker didn't say reply and answer to me.
Okay. Sir, you do one thing, you post your query again in this chat box, sir. It will be, we'll try to get the relevant answer.
So because of I am going to start research my machine learning domain in the heart diseases.
Okay.
So actually I am is a really in when recently last month I went to general checkup. Then I have find out doctors find out in my body two heart blockages. So, but that doctor will be say immediately stent. But why immediately stent? So many technology will be there now. Technology is more growth. But immediately why you are saying so? The doctor will be again take the one more session and I am going for further treatment. It is not for a worry. So, but why? What is my intention means? So angiogram is a find out that blockage, but that blockage is 100% accuracy. I not accepting. So like that, ARVR, if any in medical diseases side also, in helpful or not, that if any important tools or techniques any will be there, image find out purpose. That's why I am asking yesterday.
Okay.
Okay, na madam? If any possible is there, please share to in personally with my
Okay,
number.
sir. Okay,
Okay.
sir. Okay, sir. Sure.
Thank you so much, madam.
Right, sir.
Right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Still anybody? Now, I would like to share a few concluding remarks. A total of 713 participants had registered for this faculty development program, including 68 internal faculty members from CVR College
Madam,
of...
one small thing. Just now, sir asked now one question
Yes, sir.
regarding to heart blockages.
Yeah.
That I am working as a invention on that actually.
Okay.
We will share ideas. We maintain a such type of persons is there. I will include on my project work actually.
Oh,
It's a certain interested person. It's a very good question, madam. Even CT angiogram is also not accurate to detect the
Thank you so much,
blockages.
sir.
okay.
Yeah,
Sir, thank you so much. What is your name? I don't know what.
yeah, I'm a Dean R&D as I'm Dr. Srinivas. I will share the details, sir.
Yes,
But it
yes,
is a
yes.
very
Just
good question, sir.
thank you so much, sir.
I know value
Really,
of that,
sir.
sir, because I'm
Really,
working
I
on
face
that.
that problem. Really, I face that problem. And
Yeah,
50 opinion, I am take Apollo Jubilees because
yeah,
unknown person. And in my home, my missus is a doctor orthopedician. That's why I'm taking longer time and take the more efficient decision.
very
So
good.
now I am very happy, but I want such actually I don't have the thought about the PhD, but I am
Yeah,
now I keep my mind because such kind of some doctor what will be the patient will be going to some little bit diseases, but doctor will be again effectively more. So that's why
yeah.
if anything is there, please share to me, sir.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. But I am working with interest on that, up to late hours on that to find out to do something new on that actually, along with
Right.
medical doctors only, sir. Actually, direct on
Thank
the
you.
surgeons.
Thank you so much,
Actually,
sir. Thank you.
yeah,
But now, sir, now FER is there and angiogram is there, Spectra MPI
yeah,
is there, except
yeah.
ECG is there, 2D wave. Except to that, if any other technology will be there, I am going to start really 10 to 15 days is completed. But I am going
Yes, sir.
to still now I am working in that process only.
Yeah. Sir,
Thank you.
one type of disease is today it is a very common one in spite of the age, sir. That is called
Yes, yes,
coronary heart disease, sir.
yes, sir. Every
Yeah,
human being have blockages.
yes, sir.
But
Everybody have
your
blockages, sir.
arteries and my coronary arteries is not the same, na?
Not same, sir. Exactly, sir.
That's right. The
That's what
same
I'm
question
telling.
I am going. Same question I am going to ask doctor. Doctor will be stunned. What,
Yes,
sir?
yes.
At present, what is your professional? What are you doing? So I am saying
Yeah.
very straightforwardly. So I am
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to learn and teach that machine learning and AI was. Why you are
yeah,
going? So many technology will become. You
yes,
directly suggestion to get the stent. So that is more
yeah,
discussion is going on, sir. Some remaining people is disturbance. It's no problem. But if
yes.
any chance is there, I will, if you can give your number to me, sir.
Surely, sir. Surely, sir. Excellent question, sir. It's a very good interaction. I'm happy. Thank you, madam. Thank you, organizers. These type of interactions makes a strong to your event. I'm telling, okay, because I'm working in association with scientists and industrial experts on the advanced. Okay, very good discussion with sir actually. Okay, thank you all. Thank you. I will discuss personally, sir. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. A total of 713 participants had registered for this program, including 68 internal faculty members from CVR College of Engineering and 645 external faculty participants. This is a very huge and overwhelming response received from various participants. The participants had registered from colleges across several Indian states, namely Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, Karnataka, and Haryana. The wide national level participation reflects the academic relevance and outreach of the program. In view of the participation from different states, several faculty that the program be recognized as a national faculty development program. As such, certification significantly contributes to individual faculty professional profiles and supports NBA and NAT accreditation requirements. We are in the process of taking the permission from our principal for the same. Now, coming to the key highlights of this faculty development program, over the past 6 days, this faculty development program on augmented reality and virtual reality technologies, principles and practical implementation, successfully combined strong theoretical foundations with domain-specific applications and hands-on exposure. The program began with XR Fundamentals and Unity 3D Overview by Mr. Ramesh Kumar K, followed by an immersive session on VR in healthcare highlighting interaction techniques and scripting. On day 3, AR/VR applications in agriculture was introduced by Dr. D. Teja Santosh, showcasing smart farming use case, while day 4 focused on engineering and industrial VR applications presented by Mr. Logesh. The FDP concluded with engaging sessions on cultural heritage in VR by Mr. Ramesh Kumar K and augmented reality essentials with live demonstration by Mr. K. Krishnaswamy, providing participants with practical insights into immersive experience design and real-time AR development. I thank all the resource persons on behalf of our team. Now I would like to invite Mrs. A. Anita, Senior Assistant Professor, Department of ECE, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good evening, all. This is Anita, Senior Assistant Professor in EC Department. On behalf of the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering and the Department of Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering, I take this opportunity to express our sincere gratitude to all those who contributes to the successful organization of this faculty development program. We express our profound thanks to the management of Xavier College of Engineering for their constant encouragement, visionary leadership, and unwavering support in promoting academic excellence and promotional development. We are extremely grateful to our respected principal, Sir Dr. K. Ramohan Reddy Sir Garu, for his guidance, motivation, and continuous support, which played a vital role in the successful conduct of this program. Our sincere thanks to the head of the Department of ECE, Dr. Srinivas Rao Sir Garu, and Head of the Department of EIE, Dr. S. Arivardhagini Madam, for their leadership and academic guidance and proactive involvement in planning and executing this FDP. We extend our heartfelt appreciation to all the resource persons for sharing their valuable expertise, practical insight, and real-world experience, which made the session highly informative and engaging. We sincerely thank the conveners, coordinators, co-coordinators, advisory committee, organizing committee members, and the faculty of ECE and EIE department for their dedicated efforts, meticulous planning, and seamless coordination throughout the 6 days of FDP. We also thank all the participants for their active involvement, enthusiasm, and meaningful interaction, which greatly contributed to the success of this program. Finally, we acknowledge the efforts of the technical team and support staff for ensuring smooth online execution of the session. With this, I once again thank everyone who directly and indirectly contributed to the success of this FDP. Thank you all.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Dear participants, if you have not filled the feedback, link is posted in the chat box. You can do that. And please give us some time for the generation of these certificates, and don't leave from the group, that WhatsApp group, because the update related to certificates will be given in that. Internal faculty members can fill the feedback link using our vMedulife ERP portal. Okay. If no queries, and hope everyone has filled the feedback, we'll wind up this session. Good night, one and all.